वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् अर्जुन उवाच एवं सततयुक्ता ये भक्तास्त्वां पर्युपासते ये चाप्यक्षरमव्यक्तं तेषां के योगवित्तमः श्रीभगवानुवाच मय्यावेशमनो ये मां नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेतास्ते मे युक्ततमा मताः ये त्वक्षरमनिर्देश्य माव्यक्तं पर्युपासते सर्वत्र गमचिन्त्यं च कूटस्थमचलं ध्रुवम् सन्धियं येन्द्रियग्रामं सर्वत्र समबुद्धयः ते प्राप्नुवन्ति मामेव सर्वभूतहिते रताः क्लेशोऽधिकतरस्तेषामव्यक्तासक्तचेतसाम् अव्यक्ता हि गतिर्दुःखं देहवद्भिरवाप्यते ये तु सर्वाणि कर्माणि मयि सन्न्यस्य मत्परः अनन्येनैव योगेन मां ध्यायन्त उपासते तेषामहं समुद्धर्ता मृत्युसंसारसागरात् भवामि न चिरात् पार्थ मय्यावेशितचेतसाम् मय्येव मन आधस्व मयि बुद्धिं निवेशय निवसिष्यसि मय्येव अत ऊर्ध्वं न संशयः अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मामिच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय अभ्यासेऽप्यसमर्थोऽसि मत्कर्मा परमो भव मदर्थमपि कर्माणि कुर्वन् सिद्धिमवाप्स्यसि अथैतदप्यशक्तोऽसि कर्तुं मद्योगमाश्रितः सर्वकर्मफलत्यागं ततः कुरु यतात्मवान् श्रेयो हि ज्ञानमभ्यासात् ज्ञानात् ध्यानं विशिष्यते ध्यानात् कर्मफलत्यागात् शान्तिरनन्तरम् अद्वेष्टा सर्वभूतानां मैत्रः करुण एव च निर्ममो निरहङ्कारः समदुःखसुखक्षमी सन्तुष्टः सततं योगी यतात्मा दृढनिश्चयः मय्यार्पितमनो बुद्धिर्यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यस्मान्नो युज्यते लोको लोकान्नो युज्यते जयः हर्षामर्षभयोद्वेगै मुक्तो यः स च मे प्रियः अनपेक्षः शुचिर्दक्षः उदासीनो गतव्यथः सर्वारम्भपरित्यागी यो मद्भक्तः स मे प्रियः यो न हृष्यति न द्वेष्टि न शोचति न काङ्क्षति शुभाशुभपरित्यागी भक्तिमान् यः स मे प्रियः समः शत्रौ च मित्रे च तथा मानापमानयोः शीतोष्णसुखदुःखेषु समः सङ्गविवर्जितः तुल्यनिन्दास्तुतिरमौनी सन्तुष्टो येन केनचित् अनिकेतः स्थिरमतिर्भक्तिमान् मे प्रियो नरः ये तु धर्म्यामृतमिदं यथोक्तं पर्युपासते श्रद्धधाना मत्परमा भक्तास्तेऽतीव मे प्रियः ॐ तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीता सूपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे भक्तियोगो नाम द्वादशोऽध्यायः हरिः ओम तत्सत् हरिः ओम तत्सत् हरिः ओम तत्सत् श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु शुभं भूयात् वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्।
उपस्थित भगवत भक्तों के रूप में मेरी अपनी ही आत्माओं, श्रीमद् भगवद गीता भगवान के मुखारबिंद से निकली हुई अमर वाणी है और जो भी जीव श्रद्धा सहित इस अमर वाणी को धारण करता है वो जीवत्व को छोड़कर ईश्वरत्व की प्राप्ति करता है, इसमें कोई संशय नहीं है। ये जीवात्मा चाहे जिस देश में रहे और चाहे जिस भेष में रहे, गीता सबका सब काल में समान रूप से कल्याण करने वाला एक अनुपम एवं अलौकिक ग्रंथ है।
swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Swaha Tassaviturvarenyam Bhargo devasya dhimahi Dhiyo yo nah prachodayat. Vasudeva sutam Devam kan sajalu Ramadanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru You can now gently and slowly open your eyes and know that you are a unique and beautiful spiritual being of pure consciousness. And all you have to do is to shine brightly, and you'll be helping the world and the universe. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev Maharaj. Stay blessed.
Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Vishnam Vande Jagadguru. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Have a few announcements to make first. Of course, it's still about 2 weeks away. Our Sunday broadcast, the next Sunday broadcast will be the last broadcast for this year. We are taking a break for 25th, which is Christmas Day, and the 1st of January, which is New Year's Day. And the next broadcast will be on the 8th of January. And Dr. Kapoorji, you are the first speaker for 2023. That's one. Secondly, unfortunately, next Thursday, we will not be able to attend because our son is coming from Charlotte for Christmas, and his flight is at the time of our broadcast. So I will not be able to attend. Rakhi will not be able to attend as well. So please excuse us for that. And thirdly, as some of you must have read an email I sent out today about the passing of Wing Commander Rajan Jayasingani, who was with me at Geeta Dham during the construction. He passed away, and I would like to most humbly request maybe we maintain a moment of silence and prayer for him. Thank you. May his soul rest in eternal peace. Jai Shri Krishna. Having said that, I would like to now invite respected Guru Bhai Narendra Kapoorji to please take it away from here. Kapoorji, over to you.
Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Gurudev. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kansanurmardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagat Gurum Geeta Shasnidham Punyam Ya Pathet Priyatapuman Vishnu Padam Vaproti Bhai Shokadi Varditaha Geeta Adhyan Shilasya Pranayam Parasya Cha Naiva Santi Hi Papani Purvajanam Kritani Cha Yatra Yogeshvara Krishno Yatra Partho Dhanundhara Tatra Shri Vijayo bhutir dhruvanidhir matir mama sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshami ma shucha Kiritinam gadinam chakrahastam michhami tvam drashtum aham tathaiva teneva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte Sahasrabaho Bhava Vishwamurte. Srimad Bhagavad Gita was emanated from the lotus lips of Bhagwan Shri Krishna approximately 5,000 years before in the battlefield of Kurukshetra in Punjab in India. There are 700 verses divided into 18 chapters, 3 schools of thought, the yoga of action, the yoga of devotion, the yoga of knowledge. At that point in time when Srimad Bhagavad Gita was emanated from the lotus lips of Lord Krishna, there was no religion on this planet. So each and every thought, each and every verse is applicable and have the universal application, irrespective of creed, caste, national origin, does not matter. So, having said that, today I want to share with you with utmost humility. A thought came to my mind that these days people are very angry inside. They don't display the anger, but they are holding it. And that is not the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Little thing ignite them and they become powerless and the life become very miserable. There's a lot of anger these days inside the core of their mind. The fabric of life, the way most of the people are living in homes, those are the angry homes. And this is the need of Srimad Bhagavad Gita to penetrate in their own level, in their bloodstream, understand that anger will destroy them first. And then if there is anything left, then it goes to the other people. So let us understand, there are a lot of information available on anger management. This is the age of information. Information is being bombarded from all sides. But that is just the information. Information becomes gyan when you apply that information on a daily basis, practice it with persistent perseverance and dedication for a longer period of time. And there kicks in the art of meditation and yoga. There are two very profound verses in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, which I want to share with you. At one time, Maharajji, Swami Hariharji Maharaj, he was staying with us and he poured out the wisdom. It was 1-to-1. I was sitting in his lotus feet. And what he said, I'm just going to share with you with utmost humility. Dhyayato Vishyan Pumsa Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodho Vijayate Krodha Bhavati Sammoha Sammoha Smriti Vibhrama Smriti Brahmashat Buddhinasho Buddhinashat Pranashyati. Anger does not appear all of a sudden. There are steps. And at a certain point, if you are aware what are those steps and you stop that process, you will never be angry. But in the spell of ignorance, most of the people don't understand. In our body, we use some language which is just like a parrot. We say those words कि हमारे शरीर में काम, क्रोध, लोभ, मोह है, इनका नाश करना है. It does not work that way. Bhagwan Shri Krishna, the creator of this creation, he is the best engineer. His product cannot be defective. Don't find defects in his product. We are misusing, abusing in the realm of ignorance, and that's why that's the problem. And there kicks in the wisdom of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. And these two verses are so profound to understand and digest the wisdom and change at our own level so that we lead happy, peaceful lives, which is the requirement these days, because people are very tense. So, dhyayato vishyan pumsa, sanghars teshu pujayate, sangha sanjayate kama. Kama means kamna. Kamna means desire. Ichha. So, whenever we associate ourselves with any idea, any product, any body, any discussion, that is the starting point. We want to win. And we don't listen to the other party. We think we are always right. And we don't give the chance to the other person because we are not listening to the other side. So that is the starting point when we are obsessed with any idea, anything, any product. That is the starting point. So don't attach. Don't attach. People are attached to their thinking. They think they are the best. It does not work that way. God is, Bhagwan Shri Krishna is resided in the heart of everybody. Everybody is wise until and unless he realizes that he is divine. Use the divine language. We are totally divided to tap the resources within our body. There are 7 chakras, energy centers, and they have the colors. Under the spell of meditation, deep meditation, you see those colors. And those colors are the evidence that you are advancing in meditation. And those 7 colors are violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These are the 7 colors. These are the 7 chakras, energy centers. We must activate those centers. In the absence of that energy, we become angry. So the idea is when we get attached to the things, to the ideas, to the people, then a very strong kamna desire develops to get that product, to get that thing. And if you get it, you are happy. If you don't get it, you are unhappy. And the other name of unhappiness is anger. You are angry that everybody is getting, I am not getting. You try to muster many resources, but still you don't get it. So you are angry. So in this particular verse, it is being conveyed that when such situation develops in your daily life, challenge yourself. That what type of desire ignited this process. So if you control your desire, then there's no anger. But if you don't control, then you are angry. Dhyayato Vishyan Pumsa Sangashteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama. Kama means kamna, desire. It sprouts up at that point in time. Sangasteshu Pajayate Sangat Sanjayate Kama. Kama Krodho Vijayate. So the desire will give impetus to the anger. And when you are angry, you go into the hypnotic state. We lose the sense of discrimination between right and wrong. An angry man, the litmus test of the angry man who is really angry, he loses the power of discrimination between right and wrong. And he always suggests to himself that wrong is right and right is wrong. The whole world in front of an angry man appears to him wrong, and as a solitary confinement, he thinks he is right. So this is the evidence that angry person, the next step comes, he loses the power of discrimination. Hypnotic state. And when that happens, then he does not understand what he's saying. The angry man, when he communicates with the society, at home, spouse, children, best friends, his language is totally different. And when he becomes little empty out of anger, he touches the feet of all those people that I am very sorry. I was angry. I didn't know what I said and why I said. You have seen that evidence in your lifetime many times, repetitively. So anger, when an angry man, he loses the power of discrimination. He is in a hypnotic state. And when that state develops, his buddhi, जिसको कहते हैं, intelligence, his intellect is compromised. And when that happens, then this is the sure shot of his downfall. If you look at the historical personalities like Ravana, he was most literate person of his time, but he was an angry man. Everything was destroyed under the same spell. He thought he is right, but he was wrong. Duryodhana, the same thing. He thought he is right, but he was wrong. And his whole clan was destroyed only due to his compromise of discrimination. He thought right is wrong, wrong is right. So we are in our own, because we are living in a battlefield of Kurukshetra, which is within us. We should be very mindful. Are we angry or are we not angry? So this was the description of these two verses. which I shared with you. But now the question comes up, what is the treatment? What is the preemptive strike I should take care of so I should not become angry? We are looking for the Ayurvedic treatment, not allopathic treatment. So preemptive strike is, we must first of all understand what are the indications, what are the litmus tests of an angry man. It is the same emotion. It is like a cooking gas at home. Unmanaged, unregulated cooking gas can burn the whole house. But managed and regulated cooking gas, you make so many beautiful, delicious dishes. You entertain guests and yourself, your children, yourself, because you know the technique, how to regulate this particular energy. So when we are angry, angry man cannot be happy. The other day I gave the example, when the person is in an angry state of mind, if you hand over to him or her a 1-year-old tender child, he will not love that child because he is angry. So the love is replaced by anger. But it is the same energy. That is what I'm trying to make the point. When the energy is transformed from love to anger, then you are angry. And when you are angry, there is a lust also. When you are angry, there is a jealousy also. When you are angry, inside you are fearful. When you are angry, you don't know between right and wrong. But if you convert this energy of anger into love, everything is reversed. You hug the people, you kiss them, you hold the child, you touch the feet of your parents, you love your partner, you greet unknown people because you are in a state of mode of love. Love. There's no anger. It is either or, it is not both. Either you are angry or you are doing the love. You are using this same energy. So the guideline is, at your own level, challenge yourself on a daily basis. Am I angry? Or do I cultivate the profound sentiment of love? Be lovable. Be lovable. And to love and to be loved, there are 3 traits which we must practice at our own level. Bring the compassion for the entire Srishti. Animates, inanimates, animals, people. Look at the way the dog loves you. If you happen to have a pet, you understand what I am saying. That type of love should be there. Unconditional. These days, people say, I love you, I love you. Those are all utopian ideas. They are just liking and disliking these days. That is the need base. You like some person because there is a need. You dislike when the need is met. There's no love. Love is unconditional. Giving, expecting nothing. That is the love. Second, what we should do to develop this habit of love, to cultivate love. Second is empathy. Empathy. Third is make this creation more beautiful. Don't destroy it. Become non-violent. in your speech. Use uplifting, positive speech. Make people positive by using positive speech. Empathize with them. Their pain is your pain. Extend yourself. Yo mam pashyati sarvatra sarvam chamai pashyati. This is your extension. See yourself in others. And then we can understand what love is. So under the constraint of time, I think I took enough time. So I will stop right here. And let us pray to Almighty Bhagwan Sri Krishna and our great Guru Ji Maharaj to give us the wisdom and strength and courage to sustain these thoughts and practice on a daily basis, so that in our lifetime, this is the most precious existence on this planet. It is now or never. Use whatever time is left and practice these ideas. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you so much. What a beautiful message. So practical. Difficult to do, but with awareness, it is achievable. Thank you so much, Dr. Kapoorji. Over to respected Guru Bhai, Dr. Prasadji. Yours now.
Thank you very much. My prayer to Lord Sri Krishna and Gurudev Bhagwan. Vansi Vibhushita Karan Navanirdabha Pitambara Darunabhimbapala Darostar Purnendu Sundaramukha Arvindanetra Krishna Param Kimapita Tvamaham Najane Sthavaram Jangamam Vyaptam Yatakinchit Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Jai Sri Krishna, Jai Gurudev to everybody who's participating. Last week, we have dealt with this verse 17 of chapter 4 to some extent. Karmano hyapi bodhavyam cha vikarmanah akarmanascha bodhavyam gahana karmano gati. Bhagavan says, O Arjuna, bodhavyam, you know what? Karmana. Karmanah, you should know karmana. Bodhavyam cha vikarmanah. Also know what is vikarma. Akarmanascha bodhavyam. You also know akarma. You see how much emphasis is being given. He's not saying in one word, you know, karman, karmana, akarmana, and vikarmana. No. For each word, he is using bodhavyam, bodhavyam, bodhavyam. There's emphasis given to each component, and each component has its own importance. Why he also puts in there in this verse, Gahana Karmano Gati. O Arjun, Karmana Gati is Gahana, the path of action is very hard to understand. So the reasoning has been given as to why you should be knowing karmana, you should be knowing vikarmana, and you should know akarmana as well. This part, gahana karmano gati. Let me expand a bit on this component. Here, gahana is not ornament. In Hindi, gahana means ornament. But here it is not ornament, is gahana. It's very mysterious, very deep. So let us go through why Lord is saying and what is meant by this statement that karmana gati is gahana. What is that? Let us have a look at that statement of Bhagwan. You all know there are so many things because of karma. Whole life of individual has been transforming every day, every hour. The karma is the component nahi kaschit chanamapi chatu tishtatya karma. You see, Bhagwan has already mentioned in chapter 3. Nahi kaschit chana. There is no moment you are devoid of karma. And so, when you are performing karma, there is always action and reaction, the cause and effect that goes on with each and every karma. So how things transform every moment, every hour, every day, throughout the life of an individual, this transformation goes on taking place. There is this wonderful example of Lord Sri Krishna and Sudama. As a child, both were very close friends. They met first time they met was in the ashram of Guru Sandipani. In the ashram they meet, they became very close. Even though Bhagavan Sri Krishna was pretty rich, Sudama was poor, there was no distinction between poor and rich in friendship. When you are a friend, this barrier is no more existing. So they were good friends. They played together, cut wood, went on studying, everything went on. You know all the story about it. Subsequently, what happened? Lord Sri Krishna became the king of Dwarka, and poor Sudama had a begging bowl in his left hand, a wooden stick in his right. His life was miserable, he was poor, he was deep in poverty, not a grain of rice to eat. This is the trail of karma. Because of the karma, here poverty grabs this poor Sudama, while Lord Sri Krishna was Lord himself. Now, the words used for Gahana is so many. The track or trail of karma, as it mentioned, as mysterious, inscrutable, jagged, intractable, complicated. All these words have been used. If you look in literature, you will find for Gahana, all these words have been mentioned. You can pick any word or every word to describe why this path of karma is so Gahana. You know, also there are discrepancies, there are fallacies, there are paradoxes in this path of karma. One sees many immoral people, corrupt people, dishonest people, in our eyes, in society, they have all these vices, and that yet you see them rolling in wealth. One gets really, gets surprised, or sometimes they are taken aback as to how come this man, who is so full of vice, is able to lead a life of wealthy person. While on the other hand, there are many pious people, honest people, but they are in deep misery. They are suffering. Again, these are the examples. We also see a person who is very rich. Over a period of time, he becomes so poor, nothing. Every one of us, every one of us have seen, have experienced this thing in our lives. We have seen people who are very rich. In Malaysia, we have seen very richest person going down the drain. We have seen poorest people going on cycle, selling cloth, multi-millionaire. So these kind of things, we have all seen that. Then again, we are mysteriously surprised as to how come these things happen in the world, in the present, in the world of karma. But these are all these trails of karma. You can call it mysterious, all various names are there. One may look at karma as all those, with all those mysterious words, but the beauty is the path or trail of karma is not haphazard. It is not disorderly. It is not unaccounted for. In fact, it is very strictly governed by a strict rules and by set of strict rules and regulations, which is called laws of karma. This is a huge, big subject, and it can take several sessions to complete. But I will not go ahead with that part because we have to move along the path which is shown by Bhagwan in Bhagavad Gita. This may be some time, if there is opportunity to talk about various laws of karma. I will just mention a little bit. Sant Tulsidas has just stated, karma pradhana vishwarachiraka jo jas karahi so tas phal chakha. This whole universe is governed by a law of karma. And whosoever performs an action reaps the consequence accordingly. As you sow, so you reap, is the saying we all are very much familiar. So what are the laws? There are actually 3 laws. There are many laws you can refer to in here and there, but there are strictly 3 essential, fundamental laws of karma. What are they? Action and reaction. Every action has equal and opposite reaction. Cause and effect. Every cause has an effect, and every effect has a cause. Effort and destiny. The Purusharth and Prarabdha. Again, this is a huge, big subject. I will not go ahead with this, but you all know, you all are very knowledgeable. You all know very well. This Purusharth and Prarabdha is another huge thing with karma, which is very, very important and affects the life of individual. Their essential features of laws of karma are here. This law is eternal from the time immemorial, from creation till it will remain till the end of universe. It is universal, that means applicable to one and all. No one is without the effect of this law. This law is applicable to all, everybody, in past generation, present generation, and future. It is applicable to each one of them. It is totally perfect, 100%. No amendment is allowed here. It has never been allowed in the past, and there will never be any amendment in future. There is not a single exception to the rule, not even to Lord. Lord Krishna had to die. Somebody has to put arrow into his left foot, and he had to succumb. Lord Rama had to see that his father is dying, and he couldn't change that course of action, which had to follow one after another. He knew everything, yet his father had to die. Lord Bhagwan couldn't save his father. What can anybody talk about this law of karma? It is beyond all manipulation. You cannot manipulate it. Punishment to all wrongdoers, not a single wrongdoer. On the other hand, I can say, not a single action which is wrong go unpunished. Each and every action you are performing, if that is wrong, you will get the consequence. You will have to suffer. At the same time, not a single good action go without reward. So you have the punya and papa. If you have done the papa, you will have to bear the consequences. If you have done the punya, you will get the reserved reward from there. That they do not cancel each other. And so many pap you have done so many punya, then you subtract that. Doesn't happen in the rule of law of karma, in the law of karma. There's no interference that is possible. Nobody can interfere. Not even Jamdut can interfere. In ignorance of law is no excuse. If there is a fire, if you're a child, you don't know about it, but if you know it, if you go near the fire, you will get burned. If you put the finger in the fire will burn it. So the consequence will be always there. There is no excuse that I did not know the fire burns or not. If you are doing something wrong, then you will be punished. No question about it. Okay, let us leave the laws of karma there. If there is another opportunity, we will go through further detail about that. Let us come to the other part. What is karma? What is vikarma? And what is akarma? That day I had shared some thoughts about it, that it is here in this present context, Bhagwan is talking about karma as a subha karma, the auspicious actions, all those actions recommended by scriptures, and they are regulating our senses in such a way that they're purifying all impurities. The impurities are getting rid of. So if you are doing subha karma, whatever vasanas are there, impurities are there, they are washed off. That is the karma in this context. What vikarma? Vikarma is the action which is forbidden, that is inauspicious, asubha karma, which is prohibited by scriptures. And of course, the results will be detrimental, and it will result in adding on more of vasana. There is degradation of soul. That means your chance of getting taking rebirth increases. More and more you add on to vasana. And nisiddha karma is the worst of all the vikarma, of all the inauspicious actions. there are a number of actions which are very highly prohibitive. You should never be done. Nisiddha karma. What about akarma? Here, akarma is in action in a way that this action is performed without attachment to the result, merely for the pleasure of God, neither have karmic reaction, nor do they entangle the soul. You see, every part is heavily loaded. So akarma is this thing to be understood very clearly. It is not that akarma which we talk about, karman nevadhikaraste ma phale sukadachana. There, sangost akarmani, that is different thing. I will come to that in a minute. But what is important, that this akarma is they are all those actions which produce no after result. There is no addition of vasana, and it goes null. There is neither good nor bad. You don't have any after reaction. There is no resultant vikriti, merely for the pleasure of God. And there are no karmic reaction at the end. And so it doesn't bind the soul to sansar that much. We know that all those karma, na lipyate, na nibadhyate, neither it entangles, nor it ties up or causes bondage so that it leads to rebirth all the time. Now, when we talk of karma, there is what we normally know about karma, any activity. When activity is performed, it is karya. And it has to be performed. That means somebody is involved in that. If it is not involved, or somebody is not, then it doesn't become karma, it remains kriya. And I had mentioned for last time, 3 types of actions are taken. One, you are performing yourself, karit. Other is, you are asking somebody else to do it on your behalf. That is karit. And third one is that you have expressed your happiness or unhappiness. Something has been done and you said, Achha hua, anumodit. Or you are approving that. You are also a part of that karma. And it could be performed by body, mind, and your speech. Sarir, mang, mano, viryat, karma praravate nara. This is verse 15 of chapter 18, that any action performed by the body, performed by all the senses, the karmendriya or jnanendriya, then mana, and also by speech. So if you're speaking or telling something by mouth, that is karma and will have an effect. Whatever action is performed with body, speech, and mind is included also. Now, physiologically speaking, the cause and effect comes in. Bhavana kya hai? किस भावना से आपने कहा, किस भावना से आपने act किया? What is your attitude towards that action, the performance of action? And bhav associated, that is, whether your action is sattvic or whether it is rajasic or it is tamasic. You have gone for Devi Aradhana in temple. You can go there for spiritually uplifting yourself. Pure environment, you sit there, you meditate, and you spiritually elevate yourself. That is sattvic karma. But you go there and pray to Lord कि मेरे बेटे का मेडिकल में एडमिशन हो जाए, मेरे हस्बैंड का जॉब में तरक्की हो जाए. All these things are rajasic. So you have gone to temple. You have gone there. You have taken the effort to go to the temple. But by going there, your attitude is to gain something for yourself. that is Rajasic. And there are people who go to temple to pray that something bad happens to his neighbor, or something bad happens to somebody who has pulled him to the court. So they pray Bhagwan to kill somebody. Yajna karate hain Bhagwan mandir mein ja karke. That is of course tamasic. So the same action, you are going to the temple, but what is the attitude? What is your bhava? If your bhava is sattvic, of course, that karma will be taken account for. When you are doing rajasic, you get the result of rajasic. Tamasic, so you get the result depending upon the bhava you have put into that karma, and accordingly the effect will be shown. Now, in general, there are so many karma. Definition has been given of so many karma, and we'll just go through. Time is up, is it? Maybe time is up, is it? Peterji is shaking his head. I think I will stop. I will continue this next week. Thank you very much. Jai Sri Krishna, everybody. Jai Sri Krishna.
Jai Sri Krishna. Joshiji, I request you to please say a few words, if you are up to it. Joshiji.
Thank you so much, Jai Sri Krishna, everyone. A very, very powerful 2 verses were shared by Kapurji and Dr. Prasadji. When I first went to New York, Gurudev almost forced me to come very early stage. And there was a big program in New York, and a big havan was done. And I was told that Guruji will ask outsider and insider to come up and say something. And I was not too much into this as yet. So one of the group person told me, just recite this stroke. And this one, Jayato Visyan Punsa Sangaste Subhajayate Sangha Sanjayate Kama Kama Krodo Vijayate. With very loud and forceful sentences I spoke those, and I felt very good. And from that point I kept trying how to manage anger. And recently I was listening to someone, and that gave me more enforcement about anger. When you get angry on someone, you create 3 invisible demons that will work against you. Be careful when you get angry. You are not helping anyone, but hurting yourself threefold. 3 virtual enemy demons are created that will go against you. So please try to keep anger in control. And secondly, Dr. Prasadji, Gana Karmano. This is a very, very difficult subject and very, very powerful. Probably it is the heart of Bhagavad Gita if you can understand akarma. And 45th verse of 2nd chapter, which is the seed of further Bhagavad Gita. Tri gunya vishya veda nistya gunya bhavarjuna. Arjun, get beyond these 3 gunas that Vedas say, sattvic, rajasic, tamasic. What does it mean? And once you understand that, that is a karma. You are not bound by any of these rajasic, sattvic, tamasic. It's purely neutral. You are doing everything, yet you are not doing anything. So we love to keep requesting Dr. Prasadji to keep talking about a karma. And once a karma is set into our life, friends, life will change. This life will change. This life will make meaning of coming. Thank you very, very much. And again, I want to reinforce 25th and 1st January of 2023 will miss Sunday classes, but there are lots of recordings. So please don't hesitate to pick up the past recording of Gurudev. Listen to it. You will be with us, with him all the time. But if I understood pretty right, the Thursday program will continue as usual. Yes. So we'll be meeting Thursday. It's a beautiful, rejuvenating experience. All of you know that I was in a serious event, Dr. Prasadji knows, and it was a virtual kripa of Sri Krishna and Guru that I'm talking
Virtual
to.
not, direct. It was direct, not virtual.
Direct blessing of Gurudev and Sri Krishna. That I'm feeling very normal at this moment. I feel little weak. So I will join my sharing of my understanding for 10-15 minutes beginning early next year, maybe sooner. But I'm feeling very normal, more so when I join this class Thursday and Sunday. Something happened to me. A different level of spiritual energy is passing right through me. I feel as good as I was before. So thank you, Geeta Kiranji, for starting this, managing this, and of course, Kapurji, Dr. Prasadji. Thank you very, very much. Jai Shri Krishna. All the best to all of you.